Lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Here's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Brady to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down. That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. This late in the fourth quarter, a field goal would have given them the lead. Why would they fake it there?
Seems like a really big gamble. Maybe a gamble that'll cost them a game because I'm one that takes the points in that spot. Go ahead, kick the field goal, take the lead, and think that you can win the game.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the...
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Barkevius Mingo coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Time for a break. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Back to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Browns are going to have a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, that a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And his kick is good. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're...
So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map. You don't need a nap. You don't need...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now he'll throw with Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Brady, and incomplete here on third down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal at Tim. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Wilder. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Time for a break. Desmond Bryant, the one to get him down. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground. Wilder again. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out in the pistol. Brady now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Now Brady got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They come up in an offset eye. McCown going to throw it here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So now a big kick here for Travis Coons. This from 36 yards out.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week and you're
and the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dive